guys, Holly here. I am back with the New Music Mondays. Let's talk about, I'm finally ready to talk about Drake's More Life. I needed at least 2 weeks to listen to it. Like, it's 22 songs, like an hour and a half, the whole project. I needed 2 weeks to like digest and listen to everything and really give a good review on it. So, it was released March 18th. It is called a playlist, which I think is fair because if you heard it, you would understand why it's called a playlist. Because I feel like albums, you know, they start a certain way, they end a certain way, they have a story. This isn't all over the place, but it has so many different sounds that I think a playlist that's just perfect. There's a lot of cool features on here. There is cool samples on here. I wanted to go through every song, but I'm not gonna be able to do that because that's a lot of songs, a lot of time. So I'm just gonna go through the tracks that I feel like you should listen to it. If you haven't listened to More Life already, I think you should at least listen to these tracks. Let me know what you think, if you agree, if you disagree. Passion Fruit. So if you are listening to anything, I don't know if you do it, but I do the 3 listen test, which is you listen in your car, you listen through headphones, and you listen through speakers, because they all give a different experience each listen. My favorite's the car, because I feel like the beats hit differently in the car. And so I say this to say that I like Passion Fruit only in the car. I see nothing but good things about Passion Fruit. It's not my favorite, but to me it hits harder in the car. Georgia Interlude, which samples doing it wrong. I think that is, I love when people sample their own things. I just think that's super cute. Smooth Interlude that goes into my favorite song on this playlist, which is Get It Together. I feel like Drake, it was made for me. Like, I don't know. It's pretty much a reworked version of Black Coffee's Superman. And the vocals on it is a girl, Georgia Smith. She's really gorgeous. But that's my favorite song on the album, I think. So I recommend that to everybody. And then Blem, you will get twerked on or whined on by somebody this summer when Blem plays, okay? It's that type of track. It's his controller for this year. And Blem, it's just, you can't help but whine. Like, I don't care if you're Caribbean or not, you cannot help but whine on somebody when Blem comes on. Blem samples All Night Long by Lionel Richie. So at the end of Blem, Lil Wayne talks, and he sounds like he's about to smoke. And when the lighter flickers, then 4422 plays, which is featuring Sampha, and it just feels like, this is gonna sound very weird, but it feels like 4422 is like going into a different realm when he smokes. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but like, listen to Blem and then the end of Blem and then go into 4422, like he sparks the lighter and it just goes into this different vibe. And that's what 4422 is, and Sampha just serenades you into a different world. Like, that's just how I feel when I hear it go into each other. I know, I might be thinking too much into it. Nothing Into Something, I really like that a lot. Certain tracks on here, they have like a hint of old Drake. So whenever I hear a hint of like old Drake, I fall in love with the track. Nothing Into Somethings is one of those hints of old Drake. Teenage Fever, which samples J-Lo's If You Had My Love. So we know why they were hanging out together, guys. They weren't in a relationship. They were just making music, which is cute. KMT, not a track that I like. I just wanted to say that it samples Sonic the Hedgehog, and if you listen to it, it does sound like it belongs in a video game, but I don't really like gigs on that. He says weird things on it and it makes you feel a little uncomfortable, so I'm not really a fan of KMT. Glow samples Earth, Wind and Fire and also has hints of Drake's Jungle. Features Kanye West. Sounds unfinished to me. Sounds like something that they had and they were just like, let's just put it in there. But it just sounds off to me. But it does have the best Instagram captions in it. So just heads up. And then Do Not Disturb. Second favorite song on this. This is definitely the closest to old Drake that I feel. There's no hook on it. It's just him straight rapping. And you don't really get Drake straight rapping like that anymore. It's just Drake in his purest form. And I can always appreciate that. Overall, I like the playlist. I like the variety. I like how many tracks there are. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. If you like Drake, if you don't like Drake, give me details. I don't like the UK rappers. I think that he's a culture vulture. Why is he biting off of the Caribbean? Like, all this stuff. Just let me know what you think. And like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, bye. Young Holly, they don't want to see you winning. Independence and drink.
Might move our annual shit to the dome. I need 40,000 people to see what I'm on. Yeah. Ducked a lot of spiteful moves. I was an angry youth while I was writing views.